changes in life. What happens when a change comes into your life and you are in total oblivion of what to happen, what to do with it. This happens to all of us, but more so these days, in the last, let's say, 10 years, than ever before, in ways that are conscious. We may not be conscious of what's actually happening or why we're doing it, but the consciousness comes in the fact that we have to follow whatever this hidden internal dialogue is giving back to us. 10 years ago, a marriage completed and ended very harmoniously, thank goodness. I moved to another city, continued my work with a government agency, doing very well, until one day I got a phone call from my father in Australia saying, come back and help me with my business. He was 79 years old at that point, producing television commercials. I'd been away from my home, that I call Australia, for 23 years. It was a request I couldn't refuse, because in the 23 years of 2 marriages, 2 children's careers, businesses, good, bad, indifferent, laughter, tears, and all of the things that go on with life, I needed to go and get back to my roots. So the request came, and it was something that I could not refuse. At that same time, serendipitously, a little scare with breast cancer came for me to go into my depths of myself. Well, of course, the breast is about nurturing, and something I hadn't really done for myself in a very, very long time. So I went through that little dynamic to come out the other side, which is a story unto itself. But the exercise of going back to Australia also meant that I had to relinquish everything that I had of the past 23 years of my life to go back to the new. And the reason was because I was footing the bill for the shipping. And when you're going on a ship, you pay for volume and weight. And even a piece of paper ends up having a price tag on it. So it took a lot of nights and tears of going through everything I had to go back through the memories of the past. And it's the cathartic work that is done in that time that is the beginning of the journey. The beginning of the journey is when we have to make a decision that what we are in right now is coming to an end, is complete in some fashion. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a massive break physically, but it's an internal break, it's an internal cleansing, it's an emotional cleansing and a mental cleansing. All of these things have to be taken into account before you can actually begin the journey. So when we go through all of our possessions, the photographs, the letters, the books, the possessions, what's in the kitchen cupboards, the bathroom cupboards, all of it, everything has a connection. It's an important part of the journey, to let go, to let go, to let go, to let go.